Hi, kindergartners. It's Mrs. Thomas Moore again, and I'm back for day 1 of week 9 of our distant learning. And we're going to be talking about today identifying numbers. That's right, identifying numbers. We're going to focus this entire week on the SOL K.3 Part C. Now, earlier or last week, we talked about K.3, but we talked about A, B, and D. This week, we're going to focus on C, which says that the student will identify the number after, without counting, when given any number between 0 and 100. Listen to that word, after, and 0 and 100. And we're going to be able to identify the number before, without counting, when given any number between 1 and 10. So we've talked about those positional words after and before earlier in our school year, but we're going to continue to talk about them and add them in with what we're learning this week. So that's our focus for the week. But today we're going to talk about the first part of it, which is identifying numbers after without counting. So ready for the next thing? You guessed it. We're doing some math and movement because we've got to get our minds and our bodies all warmed up. And so today what I'm going to do is what I call swim to 100. So it's almost summertime and we're going to all be ready to go swimming. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our right arm and we're going to swim. And we're going to take our left arm and swim. And each time we do that, we're going to count by tens all the way to 100. So are you ready? We would go like this. 10, 20, 30, just like that, all the way to 100. And when we get to 100, we're going to do what? That's right, we're going to celebrate. And we're going to shout out, I counted to 100 by tens. So if you're ready, stand up, get your bodies ready, because here we go. Ready, go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Yes, I counted to 100 by tens. Did you say it? Let me hear it again. I counted to 100 by tens. Super job, everybody. Super job. Now that our minds and our bodies are all warmed up, let's get started. What do you see here in my picture? A hundreds chart? That's right, because we've talked about that before. That's our hundreds chart. And this hundreds chart goes from 1 to 100. What did we use our hundreds chart to help us do? Did you say count? That's right, it helps us count. Now, how can we count on this hundreds chart? Because we did this last week. We counted orally. Which way? We counted forward and we counted backward. Now, when we count forward, which direction are we counting? That's right, it's like we read. We count from left to right. So we're counting forward. We're moving in the direction that my arrow is showing there. And when we're counting backwards, that's right, we go in the opposite direction. So today we're going to focus on counting forward because we're talking about what numbers come after. So remember that our learning goal says that I can identify the number after without counting. So that means we're not going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to figure it out. We're going to look at the number and just figure out what comes after. So again, our learning goal says I can identify the number after without counting when given a number between 0 and 50. 0 and 50. That's not what our SOL says. No, our SOL says we're going to go from 0 to 100. But since we're just starting, we're going to break it into parts. So today we're going to focus on going from 0 to 50. And then tomorrow, on our next lesson, we'll focus on going all the way from 0 to 100. Okay? So let's get started. Let's look at this number path. Remember the word number path? That's right. It's a bunch of numbers or a group of numbers in blocks so that there's a block for each number when we're counting. So let's look at this number path and let's count it together. You're going to help me count it while I mark them, okay? So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this number path has the numbers from 1 to 10 on it. Now remember, when we're counting forward, we can look for our numbers that come after. And we just counted forward from 1 to 10. Okay? But I'm going to tell you, if I said, look at the number 4. What if I say, look at the number 4? Okay, which number is 4? Which number is 4? I'm going to circle it just so we all make sure we're looking at the right number. So here's our number 4. So if I'm looking at the number 4, what number comes after 4? Did you say 5? That's right. The number 5 comes after 4. So we have 4, 5 if we were counting. Good job. We can just look at our number path and identify without counting what number comes after 4, because it's going to be the number that's right next to it. It's going to be that number that's right next to it when we're counting. So it's going to be going in which direction? That's right, the same direction as if we were reading. So it goes from left to right. So the number that comes after 4 is 5. Great job. Now let's look at our hundreds chart. Tell me what you see there. Lots of numbers. We're not going to look at all of them today. We're just going to look at some of them. So what I want you to do is to look for the number 25. Did you find it? Did you find it? Awesome. I'm going to circle it just so that we all have it. There's our number 25. So when I say 25 and I say, what number comes after 25? What would you tell me? Yes, 26, because it's right next to it. So 26 is the number that comes after 25. Let's look at another number on this chart. Find the number 13. Can you find the number 13 for me? Did you find it? Is this the number you found? Excellent. That's the number 13. So now I want you to tell me what number comes after 13. If you're looking at that hundreds chart, what number comes after 13? That's right, 14. 14 is the number that comes after 13. So do you see how we can just look at our hundreds chart and that helps us to know what number comes after without having to count? Because we didn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to figure out what came after. We just found the number 13 and counted forward and knew that found the number 13 and counted forward to 14 so that we could know what number came after. Excellent job. So now let's look at this number path. I have a number path behind me on our board, and I want you to look at that number path and watch as I'm writing in some numbers. Because what I'm going to do is fill in some numbers, and then you're going to help me figure out what number comes after. We're not going to count. We're just going to look at the number that I have there, and you're going to tell me what number comes after. Now, it might have a pattern there, so I want you to be seeing the pattern, which might help you identify what number would come after. So watch as I'm writing in those numbers. Hey, can you see those numbers? So those numbers are in our number pad, and I'm going to fill in some additional numbers as you tell me what number comes after. So our first number is 5. See the 5? I want you to tell me what number comes after 5. Did you say 6? That's right. It would be 6. Can you look at this? Number 7. What after 7? That's right, 8. What's this number? 9. That's right, 9. So what number comes after 9? You guessed it, 10. Then we have an 11 here. What number comes after 11? Shout it out. That's right, it's 12. And then we have a 13. What number comes after 13? Oh, we did that one earlier. That's right. What number comes after 13? You were right. It is 14. 14. So now we have all of our numbers in our number path completed. It has the numbers 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we were able to fill it in by putting in the numbers that come after. The numbers that come after. Let's look at another one. I'm going to put this number path up. It's blank. But I'm going to fill in some numbers and see if you can help me again to figure out what number comes after. What number is that? 24. That's right. What number is that? That's right. It's 26. I'm going to fill in some more. So if I'm looking at 24, can you tell me what number comes after 24? So what number would come after 24? Did you say 25? That's right. 25. Now what number would come after 26? Oh, you're getting good at this. 27. What number comes after 28? That's right. 29. What number comes after 30? That's right. 31. And what number comes after 32? Oh, you are so smart, kindergartners. 33. So now that we have both of our number paths completed, I'm going to ask you some questions by just giving you one number, and you can use these two number paths to help you tell me what number comes after. So if I give you the number 25, can you fill in the blank and tell me what number comes after 25? You can use our number pad. Did you say 26? Super job. We would write 26 because 26 comes after 25. All right, I'm going to give you another number. This time the number is 8. The number is 8. Can you tell me what number comes after 8? That's right. You look at our number pad, and the number 9 comes after 8. Comes after 8. Good job, boys and girls. That was great looking at and identifying numbers that come after. Our learning goal told us that we were going to identify the number after without counting when given a number between 0 and 50. And that's what we just did with our number paths and using our number paths to help us figure that out. Great job. Let's look at some practice. Okay? So we're going to look at some practice problems. And you're going to be able to do some of these practice problems on your own. You'll be able to look at them and you can write them on your own paper so that you can do those practices so that you will be great at identifying numbers that come after. So what's that first number we see that Batman has in front of him? 48. That's right. That number is 48. So if I wanted to know what number comes after 48, what would you tell me? Did you say 49? Excellent. 49. Then we see Superman there. What is Superman's number? What number does he have in front of him? Yes, 17. 17. So what number comes after 17? What number comes after 17? Everybody say it. Yes, 18. 18. So you're going to see problems like this on your practice set that you can do. You're going to look at that number and figure out and identify what number comes after. What number comes after. Awesome job today, boys and girls. It was great seeing you again and great working with you. I hope you had fun with our math lesson. Stay safe, keep doing your math work, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.